Hey, what's up everyone? DJ Zeus here, bringing you another unpackaging. And today I got a new cell phone case for my wife's iPhone 6 Plus. And this is the Spike Star waterproof case by Punk Case. Link will be in the description below to where you can purchase this either on Amazon or directly from their website, punkcase.com, I believe. But like I said, link will be in the description. So let's go ahead and open this up and see what we get inside. Nothing fancy here, just some generic plastic bagging. Let's go ahead and open this up, pull the case out, and right off the bat you can see it comes with a headphone extension, so this way you can get it in there, and it actually screws into the bottom of the case, which is really good. Right here it's just have a little memo, it says stop, make sure you go through the installation checklist, make sure that you do a water test prior to putting your phone in there, just to be on the safe side. So I would probably put some tissue in there or whatever, go ahead and seal it up, and then do a water test just to make sure that everything is running perfectly. In here we also have a booklet, and it pretty much says the same thing, so in here we also have a microfiber cleaning cloth, and it's a pretty decent size. I mean, you're definitely going to want to clean down the screen on the inside, outside, and the screen of your cell phone prior to installing it in there. Also comes with this lanyard that you can go ahead and put on the front part of the phone. So this way, if you're going swimming or you go to the beach or whatever, you can go ahead and put your phone on your wrist. The case itself is made out of a pretty decent plastic. It's got like a little bit of a texture to it, so it's not like super shiny and slippery. And on the inside you have the O-ring in red, so it looks pretty nice. So let's go ahead and install the phone into the front part of the case. It fits in there nice and snug, so there are some rubber bumpers on the sides, all around the phone. Keeps it in there nice and snug, and gives it extra protection in case you end up dropping your phone. As you can see here, it's really flush with the top part of the case, so the majority of the phone is actually going to sit in the front part of the case. Now here on the back we have some windows for the iPhone logo. So as you can see here, your iPhone Apple logo will be showing, as well as some windows for the camera and the flash, both of which are just plastic, just like the front of the case. And then there are some rubber, kind of like O-rings around both the flash and the camera to keep it in there nice and protected, so this way it doesn't scratch or anything like that when it's inside of the case. So let's go ahead and wipe it down. We just want to make sure that everything is removed, no dust, no lint, and make sure to wipe down the inside of the case itself. And I forgot to do this here, but as you can see, I mean, the rubber on the inside keeps it nice and snug, and it keeps it in there. But it is easy to remove, so you don't have to worry about it being stuck in there. Lastly, make sure that you wipe down your camera lens, so this way you don't have any lint or dust or fingerprints on it. And then you can go ahead and start closing it, and around the edges you just want to snap it in there. It takes a little bit of pressure, but it's not too hard to do. It's actually more difficult to remove the case itself, but I mean, I guess that's a good thing. So you shouldn't have to worry about it popping off if you drop your phone from at least waist level or out of your pocket. So once everything's snapped in, you're good and ready to go for the water test. As you can see, the bowl is about that deep from my finger to the other finger, so about 4 or 5 inches deep of water, and I'm going to go ahead and dunk it in there, and we'll see exactly how it works. So let's go ahead and turn it on, just so you guys can see that the phone is actually working. It's not a dummy phone or anything like that. Let's just dunk it in there and see what happens. So as you can see right off the bat, there aren't any air bubbles coming up from the top or anything like that. Everything in there is fit nice and snug. There's no air bubbles coming out. Definitely do not need to worry about any water getting into this case. One thing that I do not like, however, about these types of reviews with waterproof cases, I hate seeing the cases go into a bowl of water, and I know it's not the best representation of how quote unquote waterproof this case actually is, especially because it says it can go up to 6.6 feet of water, I believe, without any leaking. And obviously, when you're 6 feet underneath water, especially in a pool, there's definitely going to be more pressure, some more air. I mean, more water is going to be wanting to sneak into the cracks and stuff like that. And these little bowl waterproof tests don't really do that any justice. So that's why I grabbed the biggest bowl that I had, and at least it's approximately 4.5 to 5 inches underwater. For the few minutes or a few seconds, whatever that it was, underwater. So when you pull it out of the water, it's not going to be very responsive, especially because there's a tempered glass screen protector on the phone underneath the actual cover of the case. So it makes it a little bit harder for your finger to register. But that's like any waterproof phone or case. Basically, you are going to want to wipe it down, make sure that it's dry before trying to use it. Otherwise, some of your swipes might not register, some of your buttons may not register. But really like this case. It's pretty cool, and it doesn't add too much thickness to the phone overall. I mean, from front to back thickness. As you can see, it only in the first shot that I showed you guys, it only took up the case itself. The thickness was basically the front part of the case, and then the back part is just an additional couple of millimeters thicker than the phone itself. But overall, from left to right, there isn't much added thickness, and then from top to bottom, you can't really notice. I mean, it's a big phone anyways. The case itself doesn't add too much bulk to it, so it's like a really slim design, and it's really cool. So here you see, once the phone is actually dry, the screen itself is really responsive. And once again, like I said, there is a tempered glass screen protector already installed on the phone underneath the screen protector of the case itself. So what I noticed was when turning on the phone, it wasn't registering some of the pushes that I was doing on the keypad. So you have to press a little bit harder, but this is just because there is a tempered glass screen protector on there. That's about, I believe it was 3 millimeters. So here you can see the bottom of the phone. It's got good cutout for your speaker, your charging port, and for the headphone jack itself. And here I have the lanyard connected, so you can see that it fits in there perfectly. Basically, you just open the flap to charge your phone, and it fits in there nice and neat. No need for an extension for that. Right here you can see the headphone. It actually screws in, so that's a really neat feature. Kind of a pain in the ass though. If you want to use your headphones, you got to screw it in, take it out, screw it in, take it out. But if you want to just leave it in there like that, you can go ahead and do that, or you can just leave it out, whatever. It doesn't really matter. But as you can see, everything works perfectly. And then you just close up the headphone jack and then close up the charging port. Over here on the sides, we have the vibration or mute switch. I believe that's what it is. I'm not 100% because it's not my phone, it's my wife's phone. Also, we have the rocker up and down for the volume. And on the right hand side, we have the power button, all of which are very tactile and make clicking noises as you press them. My wife did test out the fingerprint scanner and it does work, but with a little bit of pressure applied. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, if you found this video helpful or useful in any way, give me a thumbs up down below. Don't forget to hit subscribe. I will be updating you guys in the future about this case and how well it holds up, especially with my wife because she never takes care of her phones or her cases. So I will let you guys know in the future. Once again, thanks for watching.